1,000 days of lessons for discipline, 10,000 days of lessons for mastery. Miyamoto Musashi, and the master Japanese swordsman, the samurai of great repute, that would be Miyamoto Musashi, who wrote the Book of Five Rings. And he gives us so many lessons. What he tells us, of course, is that we need lots of time to become disciplined and even more time to become a master. And you know what? That is all right. For all the time that you spend, once you master these charts, you'll make up for it. So don't worry about it. Let's see what's going on in the chart. Stocks are mixed. Bonds are up. Gold and Bitcoin down. As we look at the S&P 500, we see it getting weaker and weaker and weaker. These last 2 weeks, we had average volume, green spinning tops. This week, almost a doji at this point, red volume. We'll see if it gets up to the average on Friday. Now, maybe things are just saving up energy to bound up again. Sort of doubt that's the case. Could be. But remember what initiates down moves as we go back in time. We see red down candles initiating that down move. This is an anomaly right here. We look at the others, and again, we can see that typically we have either a spinning top or just a solid red down candle. We don't have that yet. We will be waiting, watching for it, seeing when it occurs, and then when to jump into a potential down move. We can see where price is moving right along that weekly trend line on the 2-day, just below it on the half day. So we'll wait and see. Maybe it will initiate that as we get into next week. Now, we see something different when we look at the NASDAQ 100 versus the S&P 500. These are the tech stocks. What do we see going on there? Well, we see continuing to just inch up today 0.33%. And we can see where it was up starting back last Friday. And then on Monday, down a little bit on Tuesday, up on Wednesday and Thursday. So just again, ticking up. Look at where price is on the 2-day and the half-day chart when it comes to the weekly trend line. And we can see it is above it. Now, comparing that to the S&P, where it is just moving below it, and this move appears to be dying, that is something we need to pay close attention to. Now, let's move on to TLT, 20-year bonds. Of course, we see again a down week in progress. Not much of a down week, but it is a little bit of a down week. Price is right there below that weekly trend line. We can see on the half day where it's touched up to it, but hasn't at the end of the day penetrated through it. 2 days of some up movement, up for the day 1.06%, our biggest gainer for the day. But again, the overall mood is still down, and we will see if that accelerates as we get to the end of the week or if it starts to die off on the vine. So we'll watch, wait, and see with 20-year bonds. We go to gold. Gold pulling back some for the day, 0.89%. We saw gold's recent little up move for 2 days on Monday and Tuesday, slowing down on Wednesday and then pulling back on Thursday. Price is still above the weekly trend line on both the half day and the 2-day. And we can see that we have a green up candle for the week, but not reaching the high of last week. So we will keep our eye on gold. What about Bitcoin? Well, we can see the volume not quite average, about what it was these last few weeks, down for the day 3.29%. As I have been saying, I want to see Bitcoin pull back for a while, try to reset these charts, particularly give us some ability to accurately follow it so that we feel good about Bitcoin moving. We want something to move up and down like we see with the S&P 500. Isn't it nice? You'll get an anomaly every now and then, but mostly down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. That's what we want. We don't see that on Bitcoin. Why do we want that to happen? So that we can track it. That's all we care about, is accurately track. I don't care if it goes up or down. I want it to be something that I can track, because we can make money in our practice trades either up or down, going long or going short. That is where we are, folks, as we end the day on Thursday, get into Friday. Again, Patreon members, your Charting Cryptos and Commodities was released on Tuesday, along with your 3-wave trades. We will be working on and getting out to you this evening our weekly vertical crossovers. Those will be posted, of course, as all things are, at the Patreon site. If you're not a Patreon supporter and you appreciate what we do, become one. Help underwrite the cost of this channel. Thank you so much, my friends. God bless. All the best from the whole team at Charting Wealth World Headquarters.